everybody. How's everybody today? Good? What am I doing? Well, I had a few extra hours today, so I thought I'd pick up these old axe heads I've had laying around and do a quick refurbishing of them and put them back in working order. Several of these in the past. Pick them up at various places. Pick them up pretty reasonable. Usually they're in pretty rough shape, rusted. Handles are usually junk on them. But underneath all that, underneath all those issues, there's usually a very good axe head that just needs a little bit of work to put it back in order. And these older axe heads were made of some very good steel, and it's worth spending the time to get them back in working order. This particular one was pitted pretty bad. I wasn't able to get all the pitting out, but I got it pretty good. I got all the rust off, and I used some gun bluing on the head. Not sure how that's going to work out long term, but I thought I'd try it. And the next time I'm over in Salamanca, I'll stop by the hardware store and pick up some handles and get these two axes back in working order. A couple of big hemlocks fall down and they're laying across the creek. And normally I just let nature take its course with things and just leave it alone, but there's several branches that are laying down into the creek, and I'm afraid it's going to catch debris when we have storms and stuff. And I'm just a little concerned that it might back up and flood behind it. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to cut some of them branches off, just a few, just so that the water can continue to flow through there. And the saw I'm going to use is kind of a cool little pack saw here. Let me show it to you. observation about fishermen. There's basically your shore fishermen, which I'm a member of that group. Then you have your boat fishermen, which other than a canoe, I don't own a boat. And it's interesting how it always seems that the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. And I guess fishermen are just like everybody else. The shore fisherman, he's trying to get as far away from the shore as possible, cast his line, whether it's a lure or whether it's live bait, as far away from the shore, out as far into the lake as he can. And the boat fisherman is trying to get his boat situated that he can cast his line as close as possible to the shore. So being a bait fisherman, I do a lot of bait fishing. I do some artificial. I use a bobber and a hook a lot of times. And I found these slip bobbers to be very good. I like them quite a bit. There's a little stop, and you can adjust the depth. And these here actually come with weights on them. And you can buy extra weights and add those to your bobber, so that'll help you cast further out into the lake than you could with a lighter bobber. So I just found it an interesting observation that the grass is always greener on the other side. I guess people have been doing that for years. Always thinking that the other side of the fence was better. So just a little observation. And like I said, if you do fish with a bobber, these little add-on float weights can help you out quite a bit. I know they've been on the market for quite a while, but some of you guys might not be aware of them. When starting a fire with flint and steel, the first step is to catch that spark on a charred material. Now that charred material could be some punky wood, it could be something like chaga here, or a shelf fungus, or what you see a lot is cotton. Whether it's some old blue jeans, or in this case, these are just some kind of cotton wipes. So you need charred material for your flint and steel fire. Now, in order to char your material, it's a pretty simple process. What you're doing is partially burning it, and you need some sort of tin to char it in. So you would place your material to be charred in the tin, and then you have to put the lid on it. And in this case, this tin here has a hole in the side, so when you line up those two holes like so, it allows smoke to come out. So this would be placed on a fire. As it heats up, it's partially burning that, it's charring the material inside. Smoke comes out of that hole, and when the smoke stops coming out, more than likely your material is ready to go. Take it off the fire, and in this case you just give it a twist here and it'll stop it from burning, cuts off all the oxygen. This one here it works similar. It has a hole in the lid and has a handle on it. There's some material already charred inside it. And this way here, you can hold it out over the fire, and your hand's protected somewhat. But basically what you need is a tin with a lid and a small hole in it, and then your material to be charred. So you would have your charred material, you'd have your steel and your flint. As you strike the steel, that energy is transformed, it cuts off a little piece of the steel, heats it up, that energy heats it up, and that heated piece of steel catches on this partially burned char material. And as you can see, it is now, that spark is now turned into a heat source that is used to ignite your bird's nest, your tinder. What time is it? Well, let me check. It's just about 1:30. I guess it is a nice watch. It's made by a company called Wenger, which I believe at one time had ties to the Swiss Army knives. And I'm sure it cost a fair amount of money. I was given this watch by a former employer. And shortly after I was given this watch, I was let go. I was laid off. So all the years that I spent at that company, although I was compensated, really didn't mean much at all when push came to shove. So I wear this watch as a reminder to myself that there's more to life than just work and your job. So get out there and enjoy your life. The takedown saw in this video was handcrafted by a fellow who goes by the name of Buffalo Gobbler. He's got a YouTube channel, very nice saw that he made and gave to me. Some of the axe heads that you see in there were also gifted to me from Buffalo Gobbler. So I'd like to thank him. I'd also like to thank everybody for stopping by and visiting this afternoon. Appreciate it very much. Love when you guys stop by. Hoping to make more videos. I got some time off here and I'm hoping to increase the amount of videos that I'm making. I do appreciate it very much that you're watching them. Thanks to all the recent subscribers, the old subscribers, and it's very, very much appreciated. So thank you. Take care till next time.